Hey guys, my name is Alexander Florzone, and today we are looking at the Recon 500. Turtle Beach's brand new wired headset. Supposed to be great value. It is the brand new big brother to the Recon 200, which has been a value king. But can the Recon 500 really live up to the expectations after the Recon 200 was such a good value? Let's find out, I guess. Alright guys, so I have a little unboxing clip here to show you, to give you a really good idea of the product experience completely from beginning to end. On top we have some whatever warning papers and our little quick start guide, and then of course the headset. Something I noticed right away was the braided cable for sure, and underneath here we have our microphone, our removable plug-in microphone. Something that I noticed right out of the box is definitely the squishy ear cups. Quality. I was a little disappointed that they didn't have a sort of leatherette surface to them, but they are some really nice memory foam. And then also the visible drivers inside the ear cups, pretty cool. And one of the negative things that I noticed was the button on the side. It's a little gross and big and over the top, especially considering Turtle Beach usually has a flip up to mute microphone. So taking a look at the exterior and the physical of this headset, there's a lot to be excited about, and then a lot to be less excited about. First of all, the squish on these ear cups on the cushions. Oh, it's so nice. That's what I expected on the Stealth 600 Gen 2, which is a much higher end model than this one, but those cushions suck. This is great. This is really a worthy upgrade of what we saw on the Recon 200. The one thing that I wish we could see on more headsets that are, more expensive than the Recon 200 is just as nice of a surface. Recon 200 had some sort of leatherette covering the ear cups, which was really nice, which I'm surprised we don't see on more products, considering the Recon 200 is one of the lower end peripherals. But on top here, we did get that special leatherette treatment with the really nice squishy pad as well. But that leads me into one of the really disappointing things about this headset that I was shocked by is the top here, right above the cushion. The band is surprisingly thin and weak feeling. I really feel like I'm about to snap it if I bend it too far. It's freaking me out a little bit. I was just surprised. It feels so cheap. It could be that I'm sort of wrong about it being cheap and it's designed to be thin and rubbery so that, if you're, for example, to sit on it accidentally, it won't snap. But if I had to guess, I'd say that it was just built cheap, because that's just really how it feels. And that just, that hurt me. I'm worried that that band is going to be, a big breaking problem for a lot of people. But as long as you're careful with your gear, it doesn't really matter. However, the build quality does take a big step up here when we look at the adjustment sliders on the band. They have that metal strip inside, which I love to see. Good stuff. We know that that will not be a place of breaking on these, which is beautiful. Moving on the exterior, we have sort of a brand new look for the rotation on the ear cups. On most of Turtle Beach's headsets, we have this same sort of tilt halfway through with this line here, but maybe they're starting to move on from that, and I'm kind of liking where it's going. It looks really cool. It doesn't look too brittle. Moving on from there, another sort of bad thing, we got this removable microphone, which, it's cool that it's removable, but I think that Turtle Beach's flip up to mute feature was just eons ahead of anything that's, removable and sticking out like this. I think the flip up to mute, with a lot of the microphones actually flipping up and fitting into the shape of the headset, I think that was just awesome. That was one of my favorite things about Turtle Beach headsets. But anyway, that's about it for the physical exterior build quality and all that good stuff. As for features, we have one volume dial. that's also a bit of a loss, considering that on the Recon 200, the lower end headset, we had one for volume of the game and then one for mic monitoring. But again, not the end of the world. One of the things that I was expecting when I opened up the box, because I didn't do that much research into the headset before I opened it up and started reviewing it, was some sort of USB-C port. I was hoping, I had my fingers crossed for USB-C for charging, and then I saw it. No charge port. And I was like, what? So that, I gotta say, I know that a lot of my comments in here have been negative so far. That's something really, really awesome. Because one of the main downfalls, if not the number one downfall with the Recon 200, was short battery life. You know, you leave it on accidentally for a couple hours, and then you put it on, you play for a couple hours more, all of a sudden it's dead. You have to plug it in while you're playing, the cord's falling out. Anyway, this is just so nice that you can just plug and play and you never have to worry about plugging it in. That is a really big thing. Very, very nice. And then we have our cord here. It's braided. It feels pretty quality. It's nicer than the Recon 200 cord, which I'm actually only just noticing this now, not gonna lie. But that's kind of nice. It's not the standard rubber. And then we have one button on here, which is a click in, click out for muting the microphone, which is not terrible, not the worst, but again, why did they get rid of their flip up to mute feature on this headset? Flip up to mute was just an absolute win, and I don't know why they got rid of it. But anyway, I guess on from there, we can talk about the drivers, the speakers. They are big boys. They are 60mm drivers, whereas on the Recon 200, they are 40mm, so they got a little more oomph to them. Although nothing super noticeable. Again, this is, you know, a gaming headset. I've said that in a lot of gaming headset reviews before. Don't expect amazing sound quality. It gets loud enough, I'm sure, for 99% of the population, but don't expect anything crazy in terms of sound quality. Same with the microphone. When I reviewed Turtle Beach's Stealth 700 Gen 2 headset, which is the very top of the line headset, speaking of which, giveaway coming soon. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be on the right page for that. But anyway, when I reviewed that, I noticed that the speakers and the microphone were really almost the same, if not the same. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was the same hardware. Heck, I don't even know if it was, as in the Recon 200. The Stealth 700 is a $150 headset. The Recon 200 is a $60 one. So that's kind of one of the things about gaming headsets, is that there really isn't much to look forward to in terms of sound quality. It's usually pretty average. Although these are supposed to offer a little better bass, so if you really love that bass playing games, then that might be a little bit of a bonus that you're going to get over the smaller 40mm drivers. Same goes with the microphone for all of this. It's just good enough. It's average. You're not going to be recording your hit single on there up in the studio, but you know, it'll be nice and clear and good enough for your COD match. Now, I'm not going to lie, I really want to recommend this headset, and I'm not going to lie, there are a list of big pros for it and a list of big cons. And those pros and cons, to me, put it on the same level as the Recon 200. But this headset is $20 more. And so it's hard for me to outright recommend it, but I can kind of tell you each list, and so you can sort of decide for yourself if it's really worth it to pay the extra $20 for this headset. First of all, this headset has some great additions. We're talking really nice ear cups. They're big, bigger drivers, better bass. The new shape is pretty cool. They have a braided cable and no battery inside, which is just such a win that there's no battery inside. That's the one reason that I would recommend this headset over the Recon 200. If there was a battery inside and you had to charge this headset, then I would just recommend the 200 any day, because you got a lot of problems with this headset, like the lack of the flip-up mic. I don't know why they bothered to change. Then the lack of a mic monitoring, separate dial, the very weak feeling upper band here, and I guess the downgrade in the cushion cover compared to the leatherette on the Recon 200. I'm kind of thinking maybe Turtle Beach just created such a great value headset with the Recon 200 that they sort of shot themselves in the foot. And now they can't create a better value headset without losing out on their profit margin goals, because the Recon 200 was just such a good deal. It's not so much that the Recon 500 is a really bad headset, it's that it's a good headset and like a pretty good value, except the Recon 200 is an epic value. But you can decide for yourself for sure. I would just generally recommend the Recon 200. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for coming to watch. Make sure to leave down in the comments what you think about each of these headsets. If you pre-ordered this headset, if you already own the 200, if you own the 200 and you pre-ordered this headset, I don't know, man. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of the next video. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.